Hi, welcome to our new channel. It's called The Crusaders, and I'm Oishi.
I'm Trevor.
And we are both rising seniors. The goal of this channel is so that people who are going to high school or who are in high school or who just need life advice and high school advice can come here.
Or of course we're going to be doing fun videos here and there, like I'm going to make her go bowling with me.
I did not sign up for this.
You did.
No. Anyways, so this channel is not just gonna be about lectures. It's gonna be cool, so subscribe. Also, subscribe to my own personal channel. It's literally called Oishi Gosh. I have dance covers on there, and I'm starting to upload more of my singing regularly. So go subscribe to me. Don't subscribe to him.
What? What do you mean? No, I need the subscribers. She has 30, I have none. So I just made it today. I'm gonna be doing gaming,
I don't have 30.
vlogs, fishing. Once I get used to the whole filming myself and cringing at myself part of it, which I probably will never get used to. But I'm gonna be doing different kinds of videos, a variety of videos on my channel. Hopefully it can evolve to be something bigger and better and something that can maybe help the world in ways like donating to charity.
Okay, so in this first video, we are gonna talk about our freshman year.
Oof, that was rough. It was very rough.
Honestly, for me, it wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty fun. Probably because I had lots of friends coming from my middle school.
Yeah, for me, I moved from Charlotte. So the way it worked is I didn't move in time to maybe get to know students or get to do the whole classes before school about what high school is gonna be like, the incoming freshman or whatever. I moved in 2 days. I had to deal with both my parents being sick, and I went from there to the beach. And then we came back and we still were not unpacked at all. And then literally in 2 days it was freshman welcome day. So it was my first day. Knew no one except one kid that my dad works with his father. So I knew him through that, and we both played baseball. But other than that, I knew no one. So it was kind of freaky. And then for once in my lifetime, I was nervous and scared.
But if you are a given student, you would know that if you come from a Catholic middle school, around that area, you basically know everyone. Whether in St. Michael or St. Thomas More, literally, you know everyone. So, sorry.
Yeah, me over here, Catholic middle school in Charlotte. Well, actually, I knew a couple of kids because they had gone to my middle school before, and I actually went to elementary school with one of the kids. Since I think it was from kindergarten all the way to 6th grade, and then he left halfway through 6th grade, and then I knew 3 to 4 kids from my middle school and elementary school.
Okay, didn't he literally just say he only knew one kid?
Well, yeah, but then I'm remembering, I met the kid. I'm saying I knew one kid going to the school year because I didn't know they went there until later in the year.
Never mind, scratch that out.
Yeah.
It's basically orientation for 5 days. Or no, it's a week-long camp for 5 days, and then the day before our school starts, it's orientation, what they call freshman welcome day.
Should we even talk about what you do in school?
What do I do? Oh, I eat staples.
Yeah, literally, I'm out of nowhere, and she looks at me as a father figure because I'm literally telling her to stop doing things in class. She'll be in the middle of class and she'll see something sharp and I have to go, nope, stop. While the teacher is teaching, of course.
saying. So freshman year, yeah. So basically, we go on camp and then orientation. So in our school, you kind of even through that, like even if you're like new like him, through all of that, you kind of know more people, like, and that might be in your classes, might not be.
Yeah.
But it's like really, really nice how they do that instead of just like jumping into just high school, you know? I mean, I had friends before, so it didn't really matter to me. I mean, you know?
For our theology classes, you go around in like your theology classes for the day, so you get to know the people in your theology class, and if they're in your other classes, you get to know them as well. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, like in the beginning, or basically orientation, the one thing they do is like they give you a schedule, and they like literally take you to all your classes, like a person will. So like you'll get to know who is in your class the most and who you've known like like you've met at orientation. Like you'll know like if they're in the same class as you or not. Unfortunately for me, all my classes I had my freshman year, I didn't have any of them with any of my friends. Like I was unfortunate in that aspect. I don't know about you.
Well, I didn't know anyone, but
you didn't know anyone after freshman welcome day?
I knew like a couple of people, and then I met Luke first day of freshman year because I was trying to find the chorus room before school because the guy who was helping me, he didn't know where it was either.
Oh, that's right.
And I remember I went to my English class right after lunch. Lunch, fourth period, not the best. I was hungry right after that, later in the day when it's the usual lunchtime, and I was dying, actually.
No, okay guys, let me tell you this. I had fourth lunch freshman and sophomore year.
Same.
And okay, how come I never met you freshman year?
Yeah, you did.
But I never sat with you at lunch.
Yeah, because I was sitting with Luke. What Luke and I would do is we would go eat lunch, go play ping pong. Then we'd go wait in the parking lot for our course teacher to arrive, and then we'd scare her or just sit in her parking spot and scare her even more. And then there's actually one time where Luke hopped in her car and it was hilarious. And then we'd go back to playing ping pong, and then we'd head off to our next class.
Which was what?
Freshman year, it was... We didn't have classes freshman year, we went from biology to lunch together, to English, to chorus, and that was it. We had 4 classes together, and then our sophomore years, we had different classes after as well.
Yeah. I also took choir like them, but freshman year and sophomore year, like the way choir splits up their classes, it's like women's ensemble and men's ensemble. So women's was always 5th period, so I always had choir after my lunch, which was 4th. Oh, back to that whole 4th lunch period topic. 4th lunch was like the best. You had lunch like at 10:40 a.m., okay?
No, I was always hungry.
Well, I never eat breakfast anyway, so I liked it.
Neither do I. Still, I like to have like that
You're
nice...
weird.
The 5th period is amazing. It's the best.
Okay, I do have to agree with that. 5th period is nice. Because like literally you eat lunch at what, like 11:30?
It's a normal lunchtime.
Yeah, literally like at 12 o'clock. If you eat lunch at 12 o'clock, you're basically eating lunch at 12 o'clock, which is really nice. But, yeah.
Well, yeah, 5th period usually on regular days is 11:35 to 12:20, I want to say.
It is 12:20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually the best time for me to eat lunch because otherwise I'm going to be starving after. What was that face?
No face.
It's the first episode and you're already like, Bison?
Yeah.
I'm going to make fun of him.
I am going to make fun of you.
Oh gosh, I'm not prepared for this then.
I'm tall now. I'm going to sit like this from now on. Okay, so you get your classes, blah, blah. You get to know what lunch you're in and whatnot. My lunch at the same time, like, again, also with my lunch, I didn't have any of my friends that I knew from middle school, so it was kind of, like, unfortunate for me. But, I mean, you make new friends. Like, personally for me, I made one new friend at orientation. She was like like hanging around with like my friend, like my middle school friend, and I found out through my middle school friend that she is actually a diehard K-pop fan. Okay, if you guys don't know, I'm literally in love with K-pop. Like, that is all I talk about. That is all I will watch. That was all I would listen to. Literally, like, BTS, EXO, like, I can go on and on, but that's not the point here. So she was a diehard K-pop fan too, and so the first thing she did on the first day of school was shove her phone in my face and was like, which group is this? And I'm like, and like on your wallpaper, like, I don't know about y'all, but like wallpapers, like K-pop wallpapers, like since they have like so many members, they like try to compact all of them in like one like little like thing, I don't know, to like make all of them appear in your wallpaper. So they were like really tiny, and so all I could distinguish were like their colored hairs, and I'm like, okay, he has blue hair, but like so many K-pop people have blue hair, and I'm like, wait, that's 5 members. They're sitting on a car. That is Big Bang, guys. I just noticed Top's hair, and I was like, Big Bang, and she's like, oh my gosh, we're best friends now, and I'm like, yes,
the
we're
fact that
friends.
you can just know this. Oh, car. Oh, this, that. Boom. Oh, it's this group. It's just no. It's freaky.
You gotta be a diehard K-pop fan just to know.
I don't like him. No offense, but I'm not.
He gets epilepsy from watching them.
Yeah. Yes and no.
He gets mental disorder.
Because you blare it out loud when we're together.
He gets PTSD.
Literally, we'll be sitting together and be like, play some music. She goes, oh, okay. Just starts blaring K-pop in the little
music.
Area after school. And I'm like, please, no, normal music.
Yeah, we have a quad. So our whole school is literally a square. That's literally what it looks like.
It's multiple buildings. They're just all connected.
Yeah,
yeah, because they built the one side after it was all done.
Well, I don't know the history of our school, but literally it's just one building and it's a square. And so that's one thing. Like, okay, so it's 2 floors, it's a square. It's easy to get to all your classes because it's a square. And so in the middle, we have like a courtyard basically where you can sit, you hang out, there's benches, there's like lawn, whatnot.
They added new umbrellas at the end of the year that you could charge like your computer in.
You can charge your computer.
It was amazing.
You can charge your phone, not your computer. But that's...
You can't charge your computer out there?
No.
I thought, yeah, you can because it's the same. I don't know, it's not.
No, it's not because it's USB.
Yeah.
He's not smart.
I am. It's just my friend said that they worked out there. No, I'm sad.
I need like a booster seat. So, okay, but we were talking about lunch, right?
We were talking about lunch when we went to the quad.
Right. So, yeah, the quad is basically open space. Anyone can sit there. Now we have like charged like umbrellas that you can charge your phone on. It's a nice place. We go out there and that's where, we were talking about K-pop.
Yeah.
That's where we blast K-pop.
Yeah.
So back to my story. So yeah, so that's how I met her, through basically K-pop.
I know who this person is, don't I?
Yeah, you do know who this person is. We're not going to mention her name because they had history, and
that's one way to put it.
We're just going to leave it there. It was history.
The reason I mentioned Luke is because he's my boy. Respect to you if you ever see this.
I will make Luke watch this, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
Also in later episodes, like, we will have our friends come in and talk about their high school stories. So yeah, she is still my best friend. We still talk to each other. But I found out that this crazy girl who is in love with K-pop is actually also in my English class. And I was like, oh my gosh, amazing, fate, we're best friends. And, I also met another good friend of mine who's still my friend. Her name's Emma. She will also be featured in this whole podcast, YouTube. No?
I said yeah. I said
okay. Yeah. And same way, like, I also met her the same way I met this other friend, the girl I was just talking about. It was like lunch one day, and it was like me, some other friends. We were eating, and we have school retreats. Like every year is a different retreat. And when we say like we're not meditating every day, like yeah, we're not doing this every day. It's actually fun. So like if you are a Gibbons student and you're gonna go to high school in Cardinal Gibbons, Raleigh, North Carolina, go to these retreats because they are honestly life-changing and they're so much fun.
I've only been on one or two. I was supposed to go on Kairos actually,
which is the senior retreat
at the ends of our junior year, but because I got injured before the ankle, I've gotten injured multiple times this summer. It's not been fun.
Yeah.
Because I got injured, I couldn't go, and luckily they rescheduled me for I think maybe September, sometime in there. So
actually, that's like filled.
It's either September or October.
Oh man, you should have done January. That's when I'm going.
I didn't know I had an option.
So this girl, one of my friends brought Emma over, and I've seen her in choir because she was also in choir with me, but she kind of gave off that like arrogant attitude because she was really popular. She like has a lot of friends.
She has Instagram. I don't have Instagram or Snapchat.
Follow our socials. My Snapchat it's really embarrassing, but K-pop lover 637. My Instagram is Oishi_gosh637, and my Twitter is just literally Oishi gosh. So go follow that. It will all be in the link down below.
I'm going to be making a Twitter soon, hopefully. I may get Snapchat and Instagram one day. That'll be far in the future though. One day.
When he becomes famous. Long story short, I will add his Twitter whenever he gets it in the link down below. So follow all of us. I follow back everyone on Instagram. And we can have fun. We can be friends. Okay. Anyways, back to all of that. So, I was like, I don't really like her. I don't want to talk to her. But
that was your opinion of her?
Yeah. That was my first impression of her. It's crazy because now we're like besties. Like we will not leave each other at all. But I was watching actually a V-Live, or I was waiting for BTS's V-Live to drop, which is when that was during the whole Wings era, and that was if you are a BTS fan and you were a fan during the Wings era, you'll know that was when every member dropped one of their solo teasers, and so I was waiting, oh my gosh, what was the next one? And that happened to be Jimin's. And so I was waiting, it came out, I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. And so I started freaking out, and so Emma was like, oh, you're watching BTS? And I'm like, yeah, do you know them? She's like, yeah, I love them. I'm like, oh my gosh, seriously? And she's like, yeah, I love all of them. I'm like, oh my gosh, who else do you love? And she's like, oh, I love EXO, and I love this, and I love that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we are best friends. And that is how literally we got best friends. And now we're still bestest of friends, not because of K-pop, but because of just
because K-pop brought them together. Now me over here, I don't listen to K-pop, so like, you probably see me laughing throughout this whole entire conversation because she goes, oh my gosh, K-pop, we're best friends, and I'm like, huh?
Literally, you wouldn't think that you could become friends like that, but you can, because you can see a living example right here. But yeah, that was how I became friends with two of my good friends, Emma and my other friend.